Police have set up an exclusion zone on the Gold Coast after a severe storm caused a crane to partially collapse. Part of a nearby caravan park has been evacuated, causing havoc on Christmas night. Reporter Julia Andre is at the scene and joins us now. Julia, what happened?
Good morning, Ruby. Well, yesterday afternoon at about 3:15, a really severe storm swept through the Gold Coast, causing extreme havoc, particularly in a caravan park just behind me. I'm down here at Southport, which is in the northern half of the Gold Coast, and that storm has actually caused a crane to partially collapse. That's just on the left of me right here, and it's in a really quite a heavily populated area. So police then had to come in, set up an exclusion zone here and actually evacuate about 30 people out of the caravan park. As you can imagine, it just caused so much grief on Christmas Day night. People had been having their Christmas lunch. We just spoke to one man who was actually out on a jet ski when this storm came through, and he said it was just insane. He'd never seen anything like it. He actually said this storm that happened yesterday was worse than the 2023 storm that swept through the Gold Coast on Christmas Day night 2 years ago. So really nostalgic scenes for someone who's been holidaying at this park for 30 years. But just going into the caravan park before talking to people, they were saying there was a lot of camaraderie overnight as people helped each other out. There was overturned boats, tarpaulins blown everywhere, and it's just not the Christmas that many people would have wanted, particularly when yesterday morning on the Gold Coast was beautiful and sunny. The weather just changed so quickly.
Obviously a big clean-up ahead for some people, but what happens next?
Yeah, so it's a really big operation, particularly for this crane that's partially collapsed next to me. The issue that police have told us at the moment is that the winds are still quite high to try and they're going to get two other cranes in to try and pull this partially collapsed crane down. But it's too windy at the moment to do that safely. So what they're going to do is they're going to start moving those cranes in, filling the ground with sand to make sure that they're really stable. And then once that wind dies down over the next couple of days, start to pull that down. And then in the caravan park, people are kind of cleaning up together, but there are still a lot of people that had to leave and evacuate yesterday, leave things like their wallet, their phone, medication. So they're kind of going in and out today under the direction of police to get their belongings safely and leave. But yeah, again, just not what people wanted over Christmas.